Today's video I'll be showing you how to repair a tire that has a nail in it using a Fix-A-Flat. This is not Fix-A-Flat exactly, this is slime. Let's see if it loads. You're not going to need much. You'll need some soapy water, some pliers, and I just like using a flathead just to get under the nail head if there is a nail in there. But yeah, this is really cheap. Got this at Walmart for like $5-10 bucks maybe. I don't remember how much I paid for it exactly. I've actually used this on one of our other cars when we were heading down to California from Utah, and it is still in one of our tires to this day. That was a few months ago. So I only recommend using this as like a temporary fix. If you can get a new tire, go for it. I'm only using this right now for the purpose of this video. So let's get started. So first we're gonna actually wanna find where the nail is. I already went ahead and found it. So this is actually in a bad spot. Typically you do not wanna ever replace a nail or fill a plug where the end of the tire is, or like the edge of the tread. So like this like inch or two from the end of the wheel, you wouldn't wanna do it. Or like a good reference would be anything from this thread right here out, do not touch. You only wanna do like inner stuff right here. This is really dangerous and it's really close to the sidewall and you could risk blowing the tire up. But for the purpose of this video, I'm actually gonna do it anyways. Again, don't recommend it, do not do it. Only do it if it's on the inside. So next we're gonna wanna get our soapy water and actually spray over the hole. And as you can see, it's bubbling up. So I have a good amount of air leaking out the side right there. So what we're gonna do is just double check it. And yeah, we can confirm that air is coming out. Now this is more if you wanna like actually look for it specifically, because sometimes it is hard to find where the actual leak is. But because I blatantly knew that there was a nail here, it was pretty easy for me to find out. If you can, I typically would recommend putting your car on a lift and actually spinning the tire to see where a nail or a leak might be and just spraying the whole tire. So now that we know where our leak is, which is right here at the sidewall, again, where you do not want to be replacing or plugging a tire, we are going to go ahead and take the air out of the wheel. So to do that, we'll just pull off our little valve stem right here, valve stem cap. Mine's a simple little one. And then what you're going to want to do is you don't want to break the actual stem that's in there. It's that little rod in the middle sticking up. But you want to put some slight pressure on it and you'll hear the air coming out. Let's see if you guys can hear it. So we'll go ahead and do that till the tire's all the way flat. The reason we do that is because we don't want the wheel to actually blow up when we're trying to pull this out. Or worst case, what could happen is if this is filled with air and you go to pry this out, this could actually shoot back out at you and either break something or cause injury to yourself. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take all the air out of this tire right now and we'll start getting the nail out of here. So now that all the air is actually drained out of the tire, we're gonna go ahead and take the nail out. So again, you wanna make sure that most of the air is out just so the hole doesn't actually get worse when you go to take this out, or so this doesn't blow up and shoot out in a million different directions. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna pry under it and I'm chewing it up just a little bit, but we'll get it out eventually. And if you're not having any luck with it, you could try the pliers, but I like to pry up. So see, I have the head that just popped right out. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out, and look at that. I had a perfect nail in my tire. So this is not a fun one. It's actually not as big as I thought it was gonna be, but sweet. Now that that's out, we know exactly where the hole was. Let's go ahead and get our tire repair kit out. So now that we have figured out where the leak is, pulled out the nail, did the test, and took all the air out, we are safe to go ahead and try to use our kit now. Oh, probably make this look all nice. So now that we have our kit out, we'll see that we have the tool that we use to put our plastic insert in, plastic or rubber, whatever you want to call it. Then we have our reamer right here. So this is actually going to be inserted into the hole that we just created. And right here, we have our tire pressure gauge. Pretty simple, as well as our inserts. So to begin, we'll want to get our reamer out. Now we want to get our reamer tool right here. It's kind of got the, let's see if I can make it focus for you guys real quick. See how it has all these kind of like chisels in it, or I don't know a good way to explain it, but it's the only piece that kind of looks like a prong. Come on. There we go. So with this, we're actually gonna wanna shove it in here. Now with our reamer, we're gonna wanna pretty much go aggressive on this thing until you can do this smoothly. And the more roughed up you can make this without going too overboard is the easier it's gonna be for you. Now that we've successfully reamered the hole that was created by the nail, we now wanna get our insert tool and our inserts, and we are gonna go ahead and put our insert in the insert tool and plug up our tire. So here is our insert. It's probably not gonna focus. It's gonna be the only messy part of this, I'd say. It's really like tarry and sticky. That's why they put it in this plastic. So we're gonna go ahead and peel this back. Just get one of them. We don't need both of them, just the one. You'll see it's very nice. Now we're just gonna wanna get it in here about halfway. Now what I like to do to make life a little bit easier, I already put it in there, but what you could do is with your pliers, actually pinch the end of this to make it flat, because you're gonna wanna have to get it through this little pinhole right here, which isn't too fun. And then after that, you'll wanna finagle it through after making it nice and flat. And you'll see I got it about halfway in there. Okay, so now that we have this on about halfway, our insert is going to go inside of our tire hole that we just made. So what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna push this in about 2/3 into our hole, and we're gonna yank it out really fast, only leaving the plunger behind. Okay, I'm a little bit winded, but I got it in there about 2/3 of the way. Now what I wanna do is pull it out really fast. And as you'll see, all that's left is the plug, and this will actually just come off as you drive. Don't worry about chopping that off. Okay, so camera had to die just as we were finishing it up, so I'm actually gonna do this on my phone. You'll notice the quality change, so I do apologize. But in case that last video did not save to my camera, what I did is I pushed this in about 2/3 of the way and then you pull it out really fast. Reason being is because you want that tail left over, otherwise you'll have nothing left for your tire to kind of ride and get used to and kind of get fitted in there. So don't cut this off. This will actually come off naturally as you drive, so leave this alone. You'll want about this much tail hanging out. So as you push it in and you see about this much left, yank your reamer tool out. Sorry, not your reamer tool, your insert tool. Again, I hope this tutorial helped you guys out a ton. I'm sorry for the quality change. Of course, my camera had to die at the end of the video. But just for a recap for you guys, only do it in the center if you can. If it's a worst case scenario and you have it right here like I do, only do this temporarily and replace your tire right away. As you can see, I already have wear on my tire. This is actually from driving on it flat when I was backing out of the garage and coming back in. And I'm going to be replacing my tire this weekend. This is just so I can get to the tire shop. So now I hope this tutorial helped you guys out. I am going to try to work on more tutorials if I have a chance to. This just kind of came up because I happened to get a nail in my tire. So let's see here. This little guy was problematic, but I get to make a cool video to help other people out. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Be safe, don't do stupid crap with your tires, and yeah, get that plugged in there, get that air in, and you guys get back on the road. Thank you. Like if you can, leave a subscribe, helps me a ton and keeps me motivated to want to keep making videos and help you guys out. And you guys have a good rest of your day. Stay safe.